High five! I'm Scott Hansen, everyone, and this is the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap, presented by Lowe's. Earn your Sunday. Plenty to get to. Let's start in Landover. The Commanders at home to take on the New York Giants. And this is Darius Slayton. He's a big play waiting to happen in the passing game or the running game. Look at him go. He's gone. And it turns into a 70-yard touchdown run. The Giants win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. From there, it's off to North London. The Jags, in their yearly 2-game trip to the UK, they're taking on the Eagles at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And it's the elusive Jalen Hurts. And this is a touchdown. The Eagles took care of business. They win it by 5. The trade deadline about a month away, but some teams getting business done early as we check out the Week 5 trade report. The big story of the week, a Super Bowl winning quarterback going to a new home. Sam Darnold traded. He's on his way to the Titans for a bundle of draft picks. So one team playing for now, the other setting themselves up for the future. Time now to give out a little hardware as we spotlight the EA Sports Player of the Week. And we will applaud the efforts of this man, Jalen Milroe. He was tremendous in the win over the Niners. He wound up with 3 touchdown passes. The Seahawks continue to have enough. They make it 5 straight wins to start the new year. And briefly, a look here at the full quartet of offensive and defensive top performers. Next up, let's show you some numbers. Here are your league leaders in receiving through the first month plus of the season. With that, a look at the rest of what went on in week number 5. 30 teams in action, with Kansas City and Carolina the first to have their respective bye weeks. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week, right here on EA Sports.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
On the visitors' sideline, Seahawks head coach Mike Macdonald. His defense made a statement their last time out, pitching a shutout in last week's win. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Broncos take the field behind their third-year QB, who has really come into his own, leading Denver to the AFC title game last season, Bo Nix.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard.
The previous play is under review.
And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Jones able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year,
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Taken from just outside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Arroyo. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
16 yards. And the Seahawks
back to throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about.
Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Here's Nix. He'll get that complete. It's Pat Bryant. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Nix to the air. It's caught by Bryant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing Nix. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Nick Bonito able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, here's Price. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already, and they'll try to sort things out here as they begin with a 1st down. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Another run here with Dobbins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. .46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. On 1st down, they'll start out with Price. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Well, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That'll be caught by Cup. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos' 48-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Seahawks.
They'll run on 1st down with Price. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 24-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this 1st half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. He'll drop to throw. Right back to Tyson. He's got another one. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Elijah Arroyo in the final half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Broncos nothing.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith-Njigba getting ready to go back to work. And he's been the go-to guy in this offense throughout the first half of the season. As you can see, he's the NFL's leader in touchdown catches. Third quarter starts with a run by Price. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. Going right back to Price. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. Looking to put a drive together. Waddle, the motion man, right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Now it's Nix. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss loss of 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. They'll start on the ground with Price. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And the Seahawks first down.
On first down, they'll stay with Price on the ground. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First down Seattle.
They'll toss this right side to Price. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down, 18 yards to go. Oh, and that is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Nick's going to tap this forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. To throw is Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Straight ahead with Price. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He finds Smith and Jigma. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Broncos nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Looking to put a drive together. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. A solid stiff arm. There he goes right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 72 yards. And the Seahawks continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Now Myers for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Nix to the air. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing Nix. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Wilson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Wilson with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down and 8.
Here we go.
Now a give, running left is Wilson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
18 Cardinal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
19, 18.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running, because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Go, ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. To throw, here's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it
It's hard to believe we're already more than a month into the season. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap presented by Lowe's. Earn your Sunday. Plenty to get to. Let's start in Landover. The Commanders at home to take on the New York Giants. And this is Darius Slayton. They're going to give him a carry here, just trying to get him some touches, and the defense will not get their touches. He's gone. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. The Giants come away with a victory. They win by 6. From there, it's off to North London. The Jags in their yearly 2-game trip to the UK. They're taking on the Eagles at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And it's the elusive Jalen Hurts. This will wind up a touchdown. The Eagles get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. The trade deadline about a month away, but some teams getting business done early as we check out the Week 5 trade report. The big story of the week, a Super Bowl winning quarterback going to a new home. Sam Darnold traded. He's on his way to the Titans for a bundle of draft picks. So one team playing for now, the other setting themselves up for the future. Time now for our player of the week from Week 5. The Seahawks turn this one into a laugher, a lopsided shutout win. Here now, a look at the rest of this.